winter is coming.
There's a line we all know, but do you know the mythical story that inspired it? See, apparently the reason in Game of Thrones that winter is such a big deal is because when it comes, it lasts for years at a time, and, as we the viewers know, the winter Ned Stark is referring to is going to bring with it an army of White Walkers, which are basically zombies. This plot point is very likely inspired by a story in Norse mythology known as Fimbulwinter. Fimbulwinter is a 3-year-long winter, which will happen immediately before Ragnarok, the end of the world, where all 9 realms will go to war with each other, including an army of Drogur, which are the Norse version of zombies. Now, some of you are probably thinking, wait, but in Season 8 of Game of Thrones, winter barely lasted any time at all. Yeah, we don't talk about Season 8. Since you kids enjoyed the Moon Knight show so much, I figured we could learn some actual Egyptian mythology. Yeah? Sounds good. Let's start at the beginning. The first god was Atum, and the first thing he did was master... Wow. Dude really wasted no time. You know what, kids? Let's forget Atum. He's not even that well known. Let's focus on Set and Horus. Yeah, those two are well known. These two used to battle, and one time Set attacked Horus by master... How does that work? What kind of battle strategy... You know what, kids? Let's not focus on anything morbid. Let's look at a wholesome story. Yes, Horus and his mother. At one point, Horus went to his mother, and she helped him to master... Okay, what the heck, Egypt? Seriously? What is with all the meat beating? Wisdom. With Mimir. Why do we have to make appointments with fortune tellers? Don't they already know we're coming? Also, why are they even selling their services? Why don't they just buy lottery tickets? You know, I think I figured out why our girlfriends can never decide where they want to eat. 'Cause the first time a woman decided what she wanted to eat, she got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. I'd be indecisive too after that. So here's a mythical creature who really loves the steam. The Bannik from Slavic folklore. Banniks are freaky little creatures who always hang out in people's bathhouses. Bathhouses were important in Slavic culture. They were part of the preparation process for weddings, and they were where women would go to give birth. So it was in the people's best interest to keep the Banniks happy, because if you went into a bathhouse with an angry Bannik, it would either strangle you or pour boiling water over your head. To appease the Banniks, people would always leave a bathhouse open that they could use freely. They would also leave out soap and water for the Bannik. It was also believed that the Bannik would often invite other mythical creatures to hang out with it in the bathhouse. You could also go in and ask a Bannik what your future holds, and it would tell you by caressing your back. A warm hand meant a good future, and a cold hand meant a bad future. Or sometimes it would just pinch you. Really starting to sound like dude bros here. And now, pickup lines. Are you a cat goddess? 'Cause you're the best woman I've ever seen. Looks like someone'll have to tell the pharaoh that I found a new person to worship. I guess I can't pass into the afterlife, 'cause my heart will always be with you. Even the Sahara Desert can't create the level of thirst I'm feeling right now. Being away from you stings me with a venom greater than the 7 scorpions. Have you ever been to Egypt? 'Cause that would explain why there are so many stories of the gods touching themselves. Okay, Mochi, are you alright in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, I mean, you don't sound so good. Are you sick? No, not sick. I'm fine. Are you sure? I mean, you've been in the bathroom for a long time. Oh, no, this isn't a bathroom. This is the kitchen. Kitchen? What are you doing in there? I'm making dinner for you. What? Hey, what do people call Kratos when he goes insane? Kratos. Fun fact! Pretty much everyone knows about the Latin zodiac signs and the Chinese zodiac signs, but not a lot of people seem to know that there are also Native American zodiac signs. And what's really fun about it is, since this comes from a completely different continent than those other ones, the Native American zodiac includes animals we don't typically see in zodiacs, like bears, beavers, otters, woodpeckers, and salmon. Salmon! Now, similar to the Latin zodiac, your Native American animal depends on your birth day rather than your birth year. However, your animal can also change depending on whether you're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. Apparently, I am a goose. So that's where my darkness comes from. Hey there, man! How's it hanging? Oh my god! I mean, holy crap! Jesus Christ! What are you doing here? What am I doing here? I'm here to celebrate my birthday, man! That's what December's all about! It's February 3rd, Jesus. Oh, is it? Is it really? And you're aware of that? Great! Then why are your Christmas lights still up? Alright, Mr. Koalamos, it seems Susan has put you in charge of all of our new policies. Yeah, she really liked my removing the dislikes idea. Anyway, a recent problem on this site is the huge rise of scammers and bot accounts. We really need to do something about this. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. What's really important is look at this video someone put up. It has violence in it. Sir, that's a video game. It's very obviously not real. Demonetize all these videos or you're fired. Also, I heard people sometimes say naughty words on this website. Well, yeah, but sir, this website isn't for kids. We have a separate app for that and you can't even monetize it. Yeah, but I think these videos should also be kid-friendly. Demonetize anything that isn't. Wait, you want people to make kid-friendly content that isn't for kids? Exactly! That doesn't make any sense! YouTube doesn't make sense. Hey, check it out. This is hrung near, and this is hrung far. Here's something you might not know about Thor. Throughout his appearances in poetry and literature, Thor has had many names and titles, which I will now list, and apologies for the bad pronunciations that are about to happen. First and most obviously, Thor. Next up, Asabrag, which means Aesir Lord. Asa Thor, which means Aesir Thor. Atli, the Terrible. Bjorn, Bear. Einridi, the one who rides alone. Enelang, the one with the wide forehead. Hardhugadr, which means strong or powerful or fierce. Hardvur, which means the strong archer. Hloridi, which basically means loud. Okuthor, Cat Thor. Rím, noisy. Sonung, the true one. Vethorm, protector of the shrine. Vud or Vur, guard of the shrine. Not sure what the difference is there. And Vingthor, Battle Thor. Hey guys, thanks for coming to the meeting. I got some refreshments for all of you. And I was hoping we could... What did you do that for? What'd I do what for? Whatever. Anyway, if you guys will just take a look at these reports right here, we really need to... You just gonna keep doing that? Keep doing what?
The way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me.
I have a question about Asclepius. See, in Greek mythology, there was a man named Asclepius who was such a good healer, he eventually started bringing people back from the dead. And the Fates weren't happy about this because this undid the work they had done measuring and cutting the threads of life. So they went and complained to Zeus about it, and Zeus ended up killing him. But here's the thing. Didn't the Fates decide Asclepius's actions in the first place? That's what they do when they measure out the threads of life. Why did they have him do things they didn't want him doing? Or even if they didn't, they're still able to alter people's fates, so why didn't they just make him stop doing it? Or even if they can't do that, if they wanted him dead, why didn't they just cut his thread of life? Could have done that at any time. Here's something you might not know about Dobby, or really house elves in general. The house elves from the Harry Potter series are actually loosely based on a Celtic mythical creature called a brownie. No, not the edible kind. Brownies are little Celtic spirits that live in your household with you, and at night they come out and do all your chores for you, in exchange for you leaving out some snacks or drinks for them. They also play pranks on any lazy servants you may have, and have an array of different mischievous magical powers. They typically wear rags or just straight up nothing, but if you ever give them clothes, they'll leave. Forever. For some reason. There's also a Celtic fairy tale with a similar premise called Jamie O'Rourke and the Puka. In this story, a puka has been cursed to spend every night cleaning up random people's houses until the main character gives the puka a coat, which lifts his curse and restores his freedom. Sound familiar?
Oh yeah? Well, I bet my dad could beat up your dad.
Excuse me, Jesus?
Yeah? Oh, sorry. Did you mean?
Oh, no, just one, the guy I said.
We're all called.
Oh, well, the one who is named, Hey Zeus.
Same again. We're all.
Hey, you know why the people of Jerusalem didn't trust the Messiah? Because he was Jesus.